What if I told you an elephant could remember a face it saw 20 years ago? Or lead its family to a hidden waterhole it visited only once, decades earlier? That's not a superpower. That's real elephant memory. But how does it work? And do elephants really never forget? Elephants have the largest brain of any land mammal, weighing about 4.5 to 5 kilograms, over 3 times heavier than a human brain. But it's not just the size that matters. The real magic lies in their temporal lobes and hippocampus, the parts of the brain linked to memory, learning, and emotions. These areas are not only huge, they're densely packed with neurons, around 257 billion neurons in total. For comparison, humans have about 86 billion neurons. This gives elephants a powerful advantage. They can store vast amounts of information for decades. In the wild, memory means survival. During a severe drought in Tanzania in 1993, researchers observed matriarch elephants leading their herds to hidden waterholes, places they hadn't visited in over 30 years. Their memory saved entire families when younger elephants would have been lost. Elephants can remember ancient migration paths that stretch across hundreds of kilometers, even if they've only traveled them once as calves. Not only that, they can distinguish between the calls of different lions, and even identify whether a human voice belongs to a man, woman, or child, helping them judge levels of threat. Elephants live in complex societies where memory strengthens bonds. They recognize over 100 individuals by sight, smell, and sound. Matriarchs remember rival herds and past conflicts. This prevents dangerous encounters. They can even recognize humans who are kind or hostile to them years after the interaction. In 2007, scientists at Amboseli National Park in Kenya found elephants could distinguish between Maasai men, who sometimes spear elephants, and Kamba men, who don't. They reacted defensively only to Maasai voices. Elephants aren't just memory machines, they are emotional beings. They mourn their dead. Herds have been seen gently touching the bones of relatives, lingering in silence. A study in 2006 revealed elephants show stress responses when they encounter locations where relatives were killed, even after decades. In rare cases, elephants separated for over 20 years still recognize and greet each other with joyful trumpeting. So, do elephants really never forget? Not exactly. They do forget unimportant things, like exact food items they ate last week. But when it comes to survival, danger, and relationships, their memory is legendary. Their brains evolved this way because elephants live long lives, up to 70 years. Passing on wisdom is essential. The matriarch, often the oldest female, carries decades of memories that guide the herd. Without her, survival rates drop dramatically. So the saying is true, at least where it matters most. Elephants remember not just to survive, but to love, to grieve, and to protect their families. When you look into an elephant's eyes, you aren't just looking at a giant animal. You're looking at a lifetime of memories, stored carefully in one of the most powerful brains on Earth. And that, my friends, is why elephants never forget. If you had an elephant's memory, what would you never want to forget?